Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, light the beam indeed. Back in the room for another one of these things that we affectionately refer to as the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma. I am your host, as always, Sam Freas, broadcasting once again in our palatial studios here on the north side of San Antonio, where we're going to need a new countdown come next week because we are only 5 days away from the Cowboys as well as the greater NFL reporting to training camp. Cowboys, of course, out in the beautiful area of California that Jerry refers to as Oxnard.
Oxnard. All
All these years, and it's still Oxnard. We'll need a new countdown come next week, so y'all start brainstorming some ideas. It would be easy just to count down to NFL opening night.
What about the most basically it's donned as the NFL fantasy official draft day?
Oh, the official draft night? Man, I keep forgetting. This is going to be great come football season because I know there are so many people out there listening that are as diehard fantasy football as you are. I understand I am the extreme minority that has not played in, God, dude, we're going on like 8, 9 years now, close to a decade probably.
We're going to have a Sports Cave fantasy team, league that we're going to run, probably just an 8-man or
I'll have
10
my legal department draft for me, my legal team.
I'll go ahead and commission that since it's a thankless job. You know,
what, fantasy football commissioner?
Oh, man.
The only thing worse than hearing about someone's fantasy football team is hearing about a fantasy football commissioner.
See,
bitch
is this right here, man? We do a lot.
Oh,
we do a lot.
I'm sure. It's a thankless job.
We got to deal with like 10 to 12 people or 9 to, like, counting if you're not playing. You got to listen to every single one individually, bitching about every rule, and then like, let's change this rule. In the beginning of the year, it's let's change this rule. Let's up the money. What if we do this? Let's take a bit of slot out. Let's do no.
This is like in most cases, if you just rule with an iron fist and go pure dictator, it's way easier. You're better off.
That is me, and
it's
backfired.
I've had a
full-on revolution, man. Full-on revolution. They revolted against me. Like, I was like, no rule changes. In about 10 years, I ruled with an iron fist. And then they started rebelling on me.
Yeah, that's usually, again, just look throughout history. I mean, ask Bashar.
Yeah. You have to have some democracy in this.
Yeah, ask the deposed Syrian dictator how his life is these days. Eventually it crumbles. But
I wish I had that like nice life where I lived in luxury dictatorship for 10 years, but
again, I think
it was
still
in squabble.
It still ends incredibly violently, usually, for the one in charge.
Oh man.
You'll be happy to know not only are we 5 days away from the NFL reporting to training camp, this is a big one. I don't say this lightly. This is one.
That's what she said.
This is one where it doesn't just get a specific day. July 16th is not the specific day. It is the third Wednesday of every July. This is a big one.
So this happens the third Wednesday of every July.
It's National Hot Dog Day, buddy.
Boo!
He's like, they're so. This one is so absurd.
Where's my Glizzy Gladiators?
When did that happen? When did Glizzy become the go-to? Because it felt like overnight. It's like the same way
2 years ago. I still thought Glizzy was,
It's like everyone all of a sudden switched from, oh no, I give him credit to, oh no, I give him his flowers, or switched from, man, he melted down. No, he crashed out. Like, when did the when did the hot dog become the Glizzy?
So you just want to show your age right now. Where did all these terms come from?
Yeah, I'm 30.
The kids just make it up, man, and we got to roll with it.
I'm 39 years old. Yeah, I'm showing my age. We don't have to. One thing you can guarantee, if you hear me say crash out or give him his flowers or call it a glizzy, Call me out immediately because you'll know something is wrong physiologically with me.
It's the glorious Glizzy Gladiator Day, man.
That's,
you know what
that's
I'm saying?
way too many G's. Yeah, you know it's a big one when they don't just get July 16th. They get the third Wednesday in July every year for whatever reason.
So what is your favorite style hot dog?
I go straight like, what are they? I guess like a Sonoran dog. Just
Snoring.
a Sonoran?
Explain.
That was very country of me. A snoring dog.
Snoring dog.
It sounded like Nolan Ryan gargling marbles. It's one of those snoring dogs. You know, dealing with
like
the spider monkeys down on the ranch in Alvin. No, it's just a hot dog wrapped in bacon.
Okay.
Fried, served, fried on a flat top, served on a flat. And then usually I just like some sautéed peppers or something on top of it.
All right.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Although, I mean, a go-to ballpark dog is always appreciated.
I mean, I do like a good Chicago dog. It's not really my favorite. I do enjoy some sauerkraut.
I think the Chicago dog is kind of overrated. I think it's just because it's kind of like Chicago.
It's like,
just a little overrated.
Have you ever been to Chicago?
Yeah, I was 3 years old, and I don't ever need to go back.
Oh my God.
I'm good. No, I at some point I want to go. I want to do the Comiskey and Wrigley or whatever they call the Southside Stadium now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's, again, showing my age, I don't think it's been Comiskey in 20 years probably.
Just ride the rail car.
Yeah,
there,
do the whole, the roommate's company is based out of there, as she actually works for a Fortune 200 company and keeps
Fortune 200
the household afloat.
Let's just go ahead and make it a Fortune 300 company, like Fortune 800
Well, I think it's the
company.
opposite. You want to be in the top 200.
Oh, I know, but it used to be Fortune 500.
Yeah, no, this is even more exclusive. This is Fortune 200. That's how you know you're getting somewhere. No, you'll be happy to know it's also a National AI Day, something that we have documented your fear of the impending AI overtake of our society.
I will tell you, on the way here, I did see a Tesla truck that rear-ended into someone, and I thought the AI overlords prevented any Teslas from rear-ending. Like, they took over and slammed on the brakes for you.
Well, I'm sure LG.
How silly is that?
I'm sure LG would tell us that it had to be the truck's fault. I guarantee. And also, if we're comparing a Tesla driver to a pickup truck driver,
it was a Tesla truck.
Oh, it was a Tesla Cybertruck?
It was
that was absolutely that a-hole's fault. There's no question.
But
that one makes no sense.
It's supposed
That's
to
just
take
a
over.
giant bit.
It's supposed to take over. Like, that's the whole thing of the AI overlord.
Yeah,
it takes over, and it's like, there's something in front of you. I have a camera. I'm seeing everything.
I think those Cybertrucks have more problems, have more cons than pros right now.
I think,
God, I would have loved it if LG had gotten a Cybertruck instead of the Tesla he got.
Maybe the Cybertruck has Grok in it, and it was like,
it's garbage.
Maybe there's a Jew in front of me.
Yeah, I was about to say it went Mecha Hitler. It went Mecha Hitler behind the wheel. Speaking of LG,
there's a coexist bumper sticker.
We've got a lot, dude. All right, that's a perfect example.
Man of faith.
Someone that I probably agree with on the majority of things, but I despise because you put that stupid bumper sticker on your car. There's no that is the absolute Portland liberal that is easy to stereotype.
It's
who are you
you're gonna have
converting?
Beanie Babies in the front of your in your windows. I just that's why I just feel like Beanie Babies and the coexist.
The only thing worse are the ducks on Jeep drivers' vehicles.
Yeah. Oh, with all the family members.
When did that happen? When did we start doing that? That's another one. No, we got a lot of football to get to on the program tonight. We're going to wrap up our AFC division previews. We have the AFC West tonight, as well as I dove into a little bit of the ESPN releases their position rankings about this time every year. And usually a ranking released by ESPN, I avoid like the plague. But this one,
Patrick Mahomes is the best player ever.
Well, I won't spoil the meat of the segment, but
We already know where that one's going.
This ranking is at least based on league executives, coaches, and scouts. So put a little bit more faith into it. We'll talk a little bit of that before we get into the main segment. Of course, closing out with the lightning round.
Intruder alert.
We might have our first. What is the roommate doing to that dog? Good Lord. I think she ordered.
She just punted it across
I think she
the room.
ordered food, and now said food might have arrived, and the dog. It's the most vicious guard dog I've ever seen in my life.
This weighs all of like 4 pounds.
Yeah, maybe.
Sweetest
I don't know.
little puppy.
LG did say it was on a stricter diet these days.
Oh yeah, he called it fat. That little bastard.
Yeah, good Lord, what is going on? Well,
it's a family reunion up in here.
Show goes on. I guess we won't have LG to promote subbies yet, as he potentially gets a muzzle on that dog. Whoa.
You scared.
That was a joke, but it actually worked.
Wow, who knew yelling at a dog worked?
Dude, there's so many things when it comes, like when the roommate and I first moved in together, there are so many old, I grew up country. There's no, as evidenced by the way I said Sonora. Yeah, Schnorra. When we first moved in together, there were so many countryisms that I had to either get her to understand or break the habit. And one of those was training. When we first moved here to San Antonio, when we moved in together, we had a little pug dog, Leroy. That thing had no discipline in its life. It was her and her college roommate had it from a puppy. Had no discipline.
Just ran the house.
Ran the house. Marked all. One night it marked literally like almost $1,000 worth of shoes. Just peed all over them.
You know what I do have to say? I do have to, peeling back the curtain a little bit, I have to thank your roommate for accepting my friend request on Facebook. And I did a deep dive into some old pics of our
what does she have
host here with the I want you to grow that little patch back down here.
The pube patch.
Yeah, the pube patch on there.
Yeah, the pube patch on the chin.
Did you dye your hair? It looked like it was black at one point.
No, it just used to. I mean,
it was just darker back then.
Believe it or not, I used to not look like a 70-year-old man. There was a time where I didn't look like a cross between modern day Robert Plant and Gallagher.
I was cracking up last night looking at some of those old pictures.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I want the pew patch back.
I would imagine that is quite the wormhole to fall. I don't even know what she has up there publicly. Now that you say that,
you're gonna have to do a little.
I was about to
review.
say, before you start pulling pictures and bringing them in here. Is LG back?
Yeah, LG. Yeah, LG. You on? You with us?
I'm here.
Holy hell.
Oh, buddy, man.
Let me start by apologizing. Sorry for yelling at your dog, but it seemed to work.
The dog is the co-host in the room right there. Look at that little puppy right there. Ellie.
Yeah, show the people the chaos.
I try to steal that dog every show, man. It wants to come home with me. Don't you, little Ellie? He wants to play with my big old puppies.
I mean, judging by as well as that dog seems to have it around here, I think it's. Oh my God! Okay. I had to pull it up to see. Yeah,
check it out.
Yes. We'll probably have the most viewers we've had.
It's the perfect co-host, man.
We'll probably have the most viewers we've had of any show yet. We need to start using the dog for our thumbnail videos.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just gonna be what it is. Well, LG, before we
I heard if you
lose
stick a finger up its butt, it stops.
Okay.
What? I'm just saying.
Do you remember the video from
I'm just saying.
a couple months ago where there was a dog fight in a random city park and
That's how you do it. Like when they're
that's not how you do it. You be a man and you step in there and you grab both of them by the back of their necks and you pull them apart.
When the pit has a lockjaw on it, like, man, from a person who doesn't who's talking about all I had was a pug, you have no say into this. I have big dogs.
I used to shove my hand up a cow's ass up a cow to pull a calf out.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm scared
It's not
of
the
it.
same. It's not the same.
I don't ever need to insert a digit into a dog. There are other ways to break up fights.
We're going to get a certified vet in here, but like when the dog has a lockjaw like a pit.
Oh, so you just trust the experts.
I trust the science.
I do my own research when it comes to pit bull fights.
You go ahead and you grab the back of that neck, and all of a sudden you'll see how fast it turns on and latches onto your arm.
Undefeated record so far.
Yep.
No scars.
Yep.
LG, tell the good people how they can subscribe and help the program here.
Hit that like button and the subscribe button, and we're on our way to 500, boys. We crossed the threshold of 400 yesterday over the last 2 days.
Yeah, we got a good little pop from yesterday, man. And if we can throw it up there, I thought I got our 400th person, but I did get 401. She is an avid Cowboy fan. I see her all the time, and we have great, lively debates. But that is our 401.
401?
Yeah, she's 401 because I looked at it and 400 already got taken. I think we already said.
Yeah, I believe my legal team is claiming credit for
legal team
400
and
subscription.
We need a recount. It's a controversy.
Yeah, stop the count.
But I was like, you want to be our 400th? I'll put you on the show. And then, she is 401.
It's a good icebreaker.
That's a great way. Yeah, I think I actually see what's really happening.
Yeah.
So,
I
put a post, like, I got us 18 today, and I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
I just get the feeling that maybe there is a certain
because she's
power dynamic that when she's
married. I know her husband.
You think that stops anything?
Oh my God, they're good people, man. They're good people.
51% of them end in divorce.
I'm just saying.
Flip a coin.
Flip
a coin. You could be number 4. What are we at? You could be number 423.
This was half my arguments with my wife is, you have so many girlfriends. And I'm like, yeah.
And the other half were all Cowboys, Niners related.
Yeah.
We do have a little bit of news to get into before we jump into what I watched last night. Yeah, it's good news. I can't lie. I've been riding pretty higher than normal today.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
smoking reefers?
No, as Travis Tritt would say, no drugs or alcohol needed. This was it's just a great day to be alive. No,
pure endorphins, baby.
Got the call. I missed a call. First of all, yeah, that's usually how it starts because I don't ever have my phone on me. I try not to keep it in a pocket. I try to keep it in a different room that I'm in. I just hate having it.
You think it's going to hurt your boys down there?
No. I think it's going to hurt my mental health. I think it's going to destroy actually what it means to be a human.
So you try to have it away from you to where you can't even see it?
At all times, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do like a once a half hour check-in on it, see if anybody died, see if I have a family member.
Jesus, morbid.
Look,
morbid, man.
Because I have long said
maybe someone got traded or something like that,
but why?
Sports related. But you're like, nope, maybe someone died.
Well, I mean, because I actually only care about the important things in life, Cap.
Death.
It's actually
Death.
What's more important than that? No, if I have a family member that dies in the middle of the night, call me in the morning. Don't wake me up at 4 a.m. We'll get to what am I going to do?
Those were the worst calls when like my grandparents were passing away. Whenever I got a phone call like at 9:10 from my mom, I'm like, what happened?
What do you think I'm gonna? You think I'm gonna be able to pull a Lazarus and drive up there tonight and do something about it? No.
You ruined my night with Grandma's death. Damn it.
So I missed a call. I missed a call from none other than Uncle Andy. As you may know, is still the voice of UTSA Roadrunners Athletics, as well as the host of a daily Monday through Friday sports program on Ticket 760, a studio broadcasting from a studio.
A familiar one.
A familiar one. One I know about as well as this one, I would probably say. And it turns out Andy, the pitching coach, was making a little call to the bullpen.
Oh, he wanted to bring in the ringer.
He's calling in the righty. And I told him, I'm not going to be much good for more than 3 outs, but I can give you 3 at the back end of a game. So A week from today, next Wednesday, over on the Andy Everett Show on Ticket 760, I will be filling in for Andy back on the airwaves of the Ticket. All jokes aside, I can't tell you how excited I am to get back in with those boys. Bartlett's still doing the program with Andy. So it'll be me and Bartlett and Shane Carter on the board, a kid that is started to do some more stuff with Dylan, the blue collar sports dad over there at iHeart. So,
and what time does that go on?
I should ask.
You don't even know what time.
No,
it
I'm
is.
kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. Bartlett told me half an hour ago. It is 4 to 7. 4 o'clock downbeat next Wednesday on Ticket 760. It should be a fun time.
Are we pulling a double? Are you rushing right over here from iHeart?
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll do.
Ooh, gotta get that throat ready.
Well, you might
get that throat ready.
You might have to get that note. Yeah, I'm gonna need extensive notes and run sheet from you next Wednesday.
Ooh, don't let me make a run sheet.
or that's what we do because
gonna have to filter out all those cuss words.
We have to do that anyway, and references to other ethnicities.
That was Mecha Hitler. That was Grok, not me.
Oh no, it was topical. It was. Blame it on the AI.
The overlords.
It's like when I used to play a bad drop, or whenever I would play something that I thought was edited and wasn't.
Yeah.
It was just, oh, I'm sorry, that's a misfire. That was a misfire.
That was a misfire.
It's just a misfire. Everything's a misfire.
Don't worry about that little guy.
It's a misfire to avoid accountability for said mistake, which is an extremely valuable skill these days. No, with Andy, I'd said doing the, obviously still the voice of everything UTSA does. Football season coming up.
Ooh.
Andy's going to need some travel days. So
that might be a good countdown. When's UTSA's first game? Is it like before Labor Day? It's got to be like right after Labor Day.
It's
or
always
during
the
Labor Day.
week. I don't think they're playing week 0 as they call it now.
Yeah, 'cause that was the one before Labor Day.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
But it's always college football always starts a week before the NFL.
Yeah,
and the week 0 is like 2 weeks before the NFL.
So Labor Day,
2 weeks.
Right after Labor Day is the beginning of the season. That Thursday is the first game. I know that for a fact.
Oh, let's just look it up.
Well,
UTSA football schedule.
I'm pushing all in on this
2025.
I think
How
it's
about
September 3rd?
Oh God, I forgot.
Yeah.
Do you remember who UTSA opens the season against and where it's at?
Oh, isn't it A&M at?
That's correct.
At
A&M
Aggieland.
at Kyle Field on August 30th. And
There
it's
you
a
go.
night game at Kyle Field. So they'll have the
And
Kanye blaring. They'll have
That's Labor Day
Power.
weekend. That's Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So, buddy, man, that's going to be a big one, dude.
Yeah, that will.
I hope Roadrunners show up. One. I hope they show up, man.
I mean, there's few teams that have. Well, granted, that's a road game, but there's few teams that have played as well as UTSA over the last 3 years. I think I saw they had like it was like the 5th or 6th best home record, something like that over the last 3 years. Don't quote me. It might even be better than that. But all of the discourse this summer about UTSA needs an on-campus stadium. The Alamo Dome's terrible. They have a pretty good home field record, field advantage there.
There's few teams' traditions that just pucker my butt, like A&M with that little call, like we don't like them, hey! Like that little caller guy. Like
the Aggies are perfect. The midnight yell practice.
Yeah, the yell guy.
Since social media, I feel like the more we see of the midnight yell practice,
It's
at least a little, there does seem to at least be a little bit of embarrassment creeping in.
Yeah.
Where 20 years ago you couldn't puncture.
You look stupid.
You could I would go. I had naturally growing up in the town where our current ag secretary also grew up. Pretty country, pretty ag. So a lot of Aggies. A lot of my friends went on to be Aggies.
Local politics with this guy.
Yeah, it never ends. Dude, my hometown.
The quad box.
My hometown has a cabinet member and an NFL head coach. It's the weirdest place, and a nuclear power plant.
Hey.
It's a weird place. Just trust me.
I could just see a Simpsons episode and like King of the Hill with a Simpsons episode combined.
The crossover there
in the nuclear power plant.
Yeah, no, with Andy still doing, still needing to travel a lot through football season. I think this might be the first of multiple opportunities to fill in for him. So
very nice,
very nice. Get that out of the way at the top. Appreciate Andy giving me a call earlier, and of course, as the whole time we've been doing this now, started beginning of April.
Yeah, we're closing on 4 months.
June. Yeah, we're almost 4 months in. Yeah, and to get that call from the bullpen today from Andy, knowing that iHeart is also appreciating what we're doing here as well, because technically this is.
Love me some iHeart.
Love
me some iHeart.
A lot of people are saying iHeart is the best.
I love the concerts.
Yeah,
they're eating the cats.
A lot of appreciation also to iHeart for one supporting this thing as we got it back up and running, and now calling to the bullpen for a little bit of help. It'll be fun. So looking forward to that next Wednesday. I'll remind you. I'll put some tweets out between now and then. We're a week away. First of all, it's hard for me to think a week ahead on anything. And now thinking a week ahead, like I'm earlier today, I was like, oh, what's gonna be going on next? And
I just set like a lot of alarms just to like get there.
Big time.
And that run sheet's gonna be 2 pages, I believe.
Oh, it could be, you gonna
do it off the cuff?
God, no. No, you gotta prep.
You gotta prep.
No, but it might turn into a crime and punishment length or like a infinite jest length novel just for 3 hours of a run sheet. But speaking of run sheets, we have buried the run sheet long enough. Let's get into some sports. Got a lot to get to. But as always, we start with what I watched last night. And I think if you weren't watching the MLB All-Star Game, I'm not sure. Summer League, outside of that, I'm not sure what else.
The Spurs are 3-0.
And we're going to talk a little bit. I've got them before we get into football. Yeah. But the All-Star Game, I saw it got over 7 million viewers at its peak, or maybe its average.
I would like to see that number against all the other Pro Bowl.
So it's the most watched by far. It's not even close.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it always has been.
Baseball.
Yeah, it always, because it's. And I saw a lot of snarky tweets and stuff last night of, whoa, imagine that, an All-Star game where the players actually care and take it seriously. And it's like, no. It's just the difference between baseball and every other sport.
It's the same thing, like, you can't get away with that on TV nowadays. Stop it.
Yeah, have you watched an episode of It's Always Sunny lately?
Yeah,
you can still do it.
Yeah, but they had one of my favorite moments was when they recreated the Hank Aaron.
I'm glad you said that. Was so awesome.
That was amazing, man.
That was the best use of hologram technology I've seen since.
And then the
Tupac
firework where the home run went.
How about?
I had chills. I got chills right now just thinking about it, dude.
I'm with you. Not no BS. How about the greatness hearing Vin Scully?
Oh yeah.
Again,
yeah.
The greatness of Vin Scully on that call. So many. As a Niners fan, Scully with the call on the catch against the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
There are so many iconic moments that my first memory is not the fact that it was Vin Scully calling it, but then as soon as you start to watch the replay or see a tribute or remembrance like that, and you're like, oh my God, this is another iconic memory.
The fan running on the field to shake his hand, which never will happen ever again. But that was
different times.
That was a moment in American history that needed to happen. That was just post, almost post civil rights movement, and to have.
Oh, the flames were still hot from civil rights.
Yeah, I think Martin Luther. It was post Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to have that happen in Atlanta, Georgia, of all places, and to beat one of the most iconic, and still probably is the most iconic person in baseball, Babe Ruth,
sure,
number 1 record. That that's American history right there.
Well, and
that's in textbooks in schools.
For sure. And
know?
as Vin, you alluded to it, Vin specifically said, what a great moment for baseball, what a great moment for the Braves, what a great moment for the state of Georgia, and what a great moment for America.
Yeah.
And that was exactly what he meant.
That was that was one of the best calls.
And last night, obviously Hank Aaron no longer with us, but his widow was there. And there was a great shot
her bawling
someone took from behind. So it was right as the fireworks shot off. So you see the dude sitting like 3 rows behind her. Yeah. She's the only person standing in the middle of the frame, and the firework is in the air. It had just shot off, and you just see her like this, and the guy took the picture from behind.
Oh, my God.
Awesome. I mean, just amazing moment.
Photography is not dead, gentlemen.
Yeah, amazing moment to capture. Really, the storyline of the game is how it ended.
Yeah,
the swing off. But real quick, the other highlight besides, so I was super jacked for the tribute.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to realize that they weren't wearing shitty All-Star Game jerseys.
No, they got to wear their own shirts.
That took long enough, MLB. That's how it should be every single year.
And why didn't they do that during the freaking home run derby? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they still got to sell some kind of extra additional merch.
Right,
yeah, because that's all it was. It's all a cash grab.
Capitalism.
At the end of everything, it explains it all. It's but no, it was nice to see it because it made it. I think the coolest thing to me about baseball is of all of the sports, when you pull up a highlight from, or like a highlight like Hank Aaron's home run.
Yeah.
When you pull up a highlight from an All-Star game of that era, or when, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose is running over Charles Fosse, destroying a catcher in an All-Star game.
My favorite play in baseball.
They're wearing their actual jerseys.
Yeah.
And you watch clips of baseball All-Star games throughout the years, and it looked the closest to what the modern version of it looked like, more than any other sport. And then you started doing the gimmicky jerseys, and it looked
like World Baseball Classic.
Very much so. It felt second tier.
Yeah.
Which, if this outside of the World Series, this is your highlight moment of the year.
Yeah.
And you're making your product look like it was, no offense, but Korean League baseball.
Yeah.
Like a second tier league. It just never looked.
They did a lot of good things. Freddie Freeman got his flowers.
MLB's kind of
got his flowers.
Yeah, that's you. It's not a show embargo.
Yeah.
You do you, Playboy. Keep chasing that money.
Freeman got his flowers from all the achievements and Braves before he sold out and went to the Dodgers.
You mean he chose capitalism and more money?
Literally sold out.
Yeah, more money. That's one of the most interesting ones because also the year after Freeman leaves, Matt Olson, the Atlanta kid who grew up in the suburbs of Atlanta, sets the Braves home run record the very next season after Freeman left.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like this, boo, we lost Freddie Freeman, but we got our hometown kid back.
Exactly.
Who
we got the next guy.
Our record, yeah. Which I always, if you're gonna lose a guy, it's nice to have it's a storybook replacement like that. But no, the swing off is the storyline coming out of the game.
I got questions. I got so many questions.
Fire away.
Because I watched it in a bar. And I
sound
saw
or no sound?
No sound.
Ooh,
no sound.
That's
no
tough.
Subtitles.
Ooh,
so I'm looking
tough.
and I'm like, okay, I look at the graphics. I see 3 swings. I see the 3 outs. So I'm like classic, old school, home run derby style. And I see all the names on it. So I'm like, all of them are going to get to go. And then we're going to tally up the score. And then
so far so good.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Schwarber, which kills me because who wasn't on there? Judge, who wasn't on there, some of the other big hitters.
Do you know why though?
Because he was in the beginning and he's already scrubbed up and
he wasn't even at the stadium anymore.
Yeah.
Those dudes as soon as they're out of the game, they take showers and get the hell out of the city.
They're gone.
Because they want to at least have some kind of break. With their family.
And he just had a kid, so I'm sure he's got his family there and whatnot. But it's I guess there was a run limit, like first 1 to 9 or something. So explain.
Okay. So
explain
the swing off, the idea has been the tiebreaker since 2022. But this is the first year we've actually gotten a tie at the end of 9 innings. So, and also,
first off, I love the swing off for the tiebreaker for an
exhibition.
Exhibition. I'm saying the freaking truck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes,
There it is.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to see what it actually looked like because when it was first announced, it was one of those deals where it felt, because it was announced as MLB was changing a lot of things, like talking pitch clock, ghost runner. Like
that was one of the ones I glossed over.
So we're going to talk about that in a minute. It started feeling, when I read the press release, it felt like, all right, but you're doing too much baseball. This is too gimmicky. Yeah. I would rather an All-Star game end in a tie because it's an exhibition. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
So when they announced it,
you can't have a tie. This isn't soccer.
But there's no value. It doesn't matter.
This is America. We don't end in ties.
Add that to the list of things we could probably learn from if you want to know the honest truth. Sometimes two teams just deserve a point each, and we move on. No, when it was announced in 2022, I've been waiting for us, to actually get to see it.
And the way it happened, I'm sorry.
The comeback.
Down 6-0, and then we storm off. And guess who throws some critical errors is old Colorado's catcher.
Yeah, you never,
because they got to put one of them in there.
That's what I was about to say. You never want to be the token DEI All-Star because everyone has to have one, and then you're the one that blows the lead or screws up.
Oh my God, that poor guy.
No, he's getting paid. He's fine.
Yeah.
So the managers had to submit their 3 hitters ahead of the game.
Okay.
So it's not decided.
But it looked like there was like 5 or 6 hitters on there.
So it's 3 on each, 3 for American League, 3 on National League. And the only reason Stowers ended up hitting is because Eugenio Suarez got hit by the pitch during the game. So he had to be replaced. He was on the original list.
Okay.
So American League comes back, ties at 6-6. They go to the swing off. And if you saw first of all, it felt like they were explaining it through the PA to everybody, and a lot of the crowd had thinned out to some degree. Yeah. But it also sounded like they were explaining it to Aaron Boone and Dave Roberts as well.
Aaron Boone's in there like, huh?
Well, and it was Dave Roberts even said, he's like, oh, he doesn't even know it yet, but Stowers is about to hit. He's just like, okay. Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
So each of them got 3 swings, no matter the outcome. Yeah. If you swing the bat, that counts.
Yeah.
So a home run, you don't get an additional swing or anything. It's just 3 swings, and you back and forth, alternating between league. So what's his name? The polar bear, Pete Alonso, didn't even have to hit at the end because the Rays first baseman didn't tie the score. Because when Schwarber, it started with Rooker hitting the 2, and then what's his name in the NL hitting 1.
Yeah.
And then when Schwarber hit the 3, that meant the American League had to at least tie that or it was over because there was no way they could come back.
And they were up,
their final hitter.
4-3 at that point.
Exactly.
So the thing is, to move on to the next hitter, you had to tie it.
Yeah, it was all 3
because they weren't the home team. So if they went
up, they basically had
if they went up, the National League basically gets the bottom of the 9th.
Bottom of the 9th, exactly like that.
All right,
exactly like that.
Because I was like, oh, Schwarber, he hit,
Okay, first of all, how awesome was that though? Even the roommate, I told her, I was like, Schwarber might actually hit all 3 of these out, and she was
he's got the most leadoff home runs. I think he's closing in on the most leadoff home runs ever.
Well, and he has such a effortless, compact swing.
Yeah.
Where it's perfect for a derby. It's perfect for batting practice.
Yeah.
And so I was telling her she was reading a book and we had been watching the game all night, And, as I was explaining to her what was happening, she kind of lost interest and, started reading again. Mm-hmm. And then when Rooker hit 2 out of 3, and I was like, whoa, okay, this is kind of fun. And then she started.
Now the NL's got to
respond,
it.
right.
Yeah.
And so then she kind of got the drama of it. And then when Schwarber got up, I was like, he might hit all 3 of these out. And he hit the first one out.
So they have to match it after the 3 hitters.
Right.
Okay.
All 3.
Because I was like,
it's not round by round.
Yeah, because it was 2-1. And I was like, okay, so after the 3 hitters, then it's sudden death.
It's still the total number.
Yeah, so but they have to match it because the National League didn't match the first guy's 2 home runs. National League got 1 home run.
It's all cumulative, though. It's all added up as it goes along. So, the cumulative score was 4-3, and the American League didn't tie it.
But I think
I think they got the
3. I think the first 3 was dang, and then after that, third person had to match it for the National League.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, because they get last say in it.
If you got, did you get that, Sports Cave?
This is the exact reason why when they announced it, I thought this is a bridge too far for me.
Did you see all the players?
Everyone loved it.
Geeked up on the sideline.
Did you see all of the response? The only negative response, and God bless him, I love him, and I will defend him in perpetuity. The radio voice of the Dallas Cowboys, Brad Sham, immediately was like, why don't we just play more baseball?
Because we don't want them to get hurt.
Exactly. It's that old school, old head mentality.
Yeah.
Again, most sports, I dismiss it in the same breath. Baseball, I at least listen because
that's why whenever
it's an old head sport.
Whoever's the manager of the AL or NL, their players don't play that much.
No. It's funny.
It's we got 1 inning for our pitcher there. Yep. He only threw 7 pitches, and he's out of there.
Yeah, he might only face 2 batters even. But no, I think it's, like you said, for an exhibition, it's a perfect way to end an All-Star game.
Yeah, because you get a walk-off. You basically, you can either get a walk-off.
You're getting some kind of drama.
Perfect
Let me
word.
ask you this, though. After seeing it in play last night, would you favor that over a ghost runner?
I hate the ghost runner.
I hate the ghost runner, too.
I hate the ghost
runner.
And
I thought...
Now, would I favor it during regular season?
That's what I'm saying. You still want the ghost runner in a regular season.
I don't want the ghost runner.
Yeah, but we're never going back to that. That's the unfortunate pill to swallow.
Here's his thing. Go to 2 outs.
Nah. Now there.
Would you favor a ghost runner versus 2 outs?
Yeah, I would favor the ghost runner over 2 outs because I
hate that ghost runner
because that bastardizes the actual structure of the matchup. You need 3 up, 3 down. That should never change. The ghost runner, if the logic is...
How many 15-inning games do we have in a year?
None. We don't have any anymore.
Not now, of course, because the ghost runner, you'll be lucky to get to 12.
Dude, the Rangers played a 13-inning game. I don't think it was earlier this year. It was last year. And the only reason it went 13 innings is because both teams kept scoring. It was the opposite problem of what they wanted, and that felt rare because it's a 13-inning game now. It's
both
crazy.
Teams play hard.
That's right.
What kills me is the ghost runner prioritizes the bunt.
Sure.
And these guys don't know how to bunt anymore, man.
Not so much.
So it's you're taking them. We're promoting home run swings because home run sells baseball.
Of course.
And now we have changed the game for extra innings where it's ultimate drama. Tie game. Now we're going to extra innings. That's the ultimate drama, in my opinion. Now we put a ghost run up there, and it's that guy better learn how to better bunt to move that guy over. And it's
ghost runner is...
It's just... It kills me. It kills the drama for me.
It's the worst of any of... they've done a really, really good job of updating the game without losing the soul of the game. That's the worst thing they've done to it, which is why I think at this point, I'm at least somewhat open to the conversation of introducing a swing off instead of the ghost runner. Because if the goal, hear me out. If the goal of the ghost runner is to not play additional innings, if you want the game to be a 9-inning game, we see it in hockey. What hockey did for overtime, they stripped it. Instead of it being 5-on-5, it's 3-on-3. That's basically the equivalent of like baseball. They're trying to make it easier to score so that the game will end. That's why baseball adds a ghost runner. That's why hockey plays 3-on-3.
And you don't have to wear out your bullpen and all that kind of stuff.
You're not putting additional wear and tear on these guys. So
you get paid to play the game.
Sure, but you want your guy to be healthy in the postseason and not in May.
Okay, you continue. Then I'm going to.
Hockey, after 5 minutes of 3-on-3, they go to a shootout. So, theoretically.
Don't they only go to shootout in playoffs?
Playoffs, it never goes to a shootout. Playoff, and it never goes 3-on-3. It's 5-on-5, the same way baseball does.
I thought they had ties in hockey.
No.
No ties?
Not for a long time. No, they have.
So they changed it.
Yeah, soccer does ties.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but hockey's like baseball. Once it gets to the playoffs, you drop the ghost runner. It's just regular baseball again. Mm-hmm. So it's a set of regular season rules and a set of playoff rules. So what if baseball decided to copy that in their own way and said, we're going to do a ghost runner in the 10th inning and the 11th inning, or just the 10th inning. And then if the score is still tied after that, we're doing a swing off. That's our version of the shootout. We just played 3-on-3 overtime. We just gave you a ghost runner. Score is still tied. Let's do a swing off and let's all go home. Also, the swing off, I think, showed, especially in a regular season game, your guys aren't going to be getting pulled from games. Yeah. So in a regular season Yankee swing off, you'd have Stanton, Judge, and whoever. Yeah. Jazz, whoever. You would actually still be seeing.
He shot the bed.
Yeah, it wasn't a good performance. You would actually still be seeing the big name guys determining the outcome of games. Yeah. And it does add a bit of that casual entertainment factor of people, like, they might not like baseball, but you can't deny the appeal of watching some dude smash a 500-foot home run. I'm open to it now. After seeing it last night and specifically seeing how the guys seem to enjoy it, I know it was the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't want to play 13-inning games.
So I agree with you. They don't want to play 13-inning games. And
it's only sickos like us that want to watch a 17-inning West Coast game.
I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, man. Yankee Red Sox going 15, 19 innings. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Those are some of my favorite games. But I get wearing your relief, pitchers out, so the next game, because they have to play the next day, their bullpen is shot, and somebody's gonna, it causes injuries, and especially going through a season like the Yankees where all our pitchers are getting injured. I don't want to see injuries. I'm not open for. I'm just not there with you on that's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, and I don't think a gimmick should decide a game.
But it already does.
But it's a gimmick that decides a game that has playoff implications. I'm not for it. Now,
so what do you call the ghost runner? That's a gimmick.
And I don't like it.
That's right.
I don't like it.
But let's double down. Two gimmicks make a right.
Here's my solution to this: is you play the 12 innings. If you don't get 12 innings, and I know this is un-American, just like I'm gonna be a hypocrite right now, it's a tie.
See, I would actually be more okay with that than but don't use ghost runners.
Yeah, no ghost runners. No ghost runners.
And just declare a tie.
Yeah, if you can't get it done in 3 innings, if you can't get a homer or you can't get someone across that base in 3 innings, it doesn't wear your bullpen out. Like, let's put an extra person in a bullpen. Like, say, hey, you can call someone up on like a 1 day, 2 day contract if you go 12 innings or something.
See, that's
like
the other thing they should do. They should add exemptions or exceptions where you're not having to burn an option, send them down to the minors because you need one guy to come up and be in the bullpen for 12 hours.
Yeah, there should be
some kind of extra inning exemption.
But you're playing 156, and very rarely
162.
Oh, 162. Very rarely
56 was.
What was I thinking of 56?
Well, you were probably looking at old home run records before they expanded the regular season.
Very rarely do you see. I lost my train of thought. Very rarely do you see like in football where a tie.
We see it every year. The most watched sport in America has one game end in a tie every single year.
But how many times does that like playoff implicate?
I mean, I can think of a few in the last decade.
Like a few in the last decade.
The Saints were the beneficiary of one of those.
But that's with 16 games, 17 now. This is 162 games. I don't see it being at all. Like, could it come down the line? Absolutely. It's the rule. Like, the numbers will do that sometimes. But I don't think we see it as much as we do football because there's so many other games. We get 3 innings of actual baseball where we don't have ghost runners that don't hurt ERAs and that don't get RBIs. You know, they don't get their stats. The
scoring is so weird.
Yeah, they don't get their stats, you know, even though, like, they might crush a home run and they don't get 2 RBIs. And, like, it's just keep it pure, but you know what, man? Throw a tie in there after 12.
Yeah, it is funny as much as I, say America could learn something from embracing the tie.
And you're sitting here fighting me while
I mean, like, I don't think it's pointed out as often the fact that the most watched sport in America can actually end in a tie. Mm-hmm. It's the only American sport, except MLS.
I didn't know we could do it.
Yeah, that was great. He didn't know how to call the timeouts.
Yeah, and he was like, I didn't think we could do that.
I just thought we were going another 15 minutes until someone scored. Yeah, I think ranking the 3 theoretical options we have here in order. I would put the 12 innings, no ghost runner. If it ends in a tie, it ends in a tie. I would put that number 1. And you figure out how to do the rankings and the scoring, all of that, or like the points, the division rankings, all of that. That would be my number 1. I don't think they're ever going to do that. I think because that would be changing the soul of baseball more than the ghost runner. Because baseball has never had ties.
Yeah,
that would be changing.
But we wrecked the soul when we did a ghost runner.
I think ending in a tie would be.
We wrecked the soul with the.
I think that would be more detrimental to the. Okay, this is getting deep. I think that would be more detrimental to the wellness of baseball's soul than the ghost runner is. Because you're still playing for a result. And I understand it's a gimmick result.
Chopping off a hand or chopping off a foot.
That's what we're talking about here.
Which one would you rather have?
See,
I'd rather have my hand. Like, I can go get a peg leg or amputee on the thing, but if I gotta get one of those little claw things and like that, I got this. I
don't ever wish that upon you, but the idea of you with a peg leg is just.
Oh, you just hear this.
That's almost too much for me to focus on anything else because now that's all I can see. No, I think ties would be number 1, but I don't think they're going to do that. Number 2, I think I would do the 10 innings or 11 innings with the ghost runner or without the ghost runner, and then if it's still tied, do a swing off. And then lastly, I would say how they currently have it with the ghost runner and go until there's a winner.
Even though I don't like the ghost runner and I hate it, that would be my number 2 in the swing off.
Still number 3 for you?
Still number 3. Like, what? You don't get those stats because you get throwing them meatballs down the center.
It is a bit unstable to see the old man third base coach throwing batting practice.
And it's just like, what do we
decide a game?
It would be like, oh, I get another home run derby. We get to watch home run derbies every week. No, I don't want to watch a home run derby every week.
You and I don't, but I think for baseball, I think that would do a whole lot to entertain the casual fan.
I think the casual fan
or the
is
10-year-old fan,
more of a purist. But the 10-year-old fan, like
the casual fan, is not more. The casual fan for a baseball is exactly that, casual.
No, I'm saying the casual fan, and you got the purists. The purists are keeping baseball alive, and the casual fan tunes in I'm a casual hockey fan. I tune in during the playoffs, or if there's something coming up to the playoffs, if there are like implications. I'm a casual college basketball. March Madness is what I watch. The end of the SEC
we need to
championship.
I was about to say we need to bump up at least those conference tournaments.
Yeah, those conference tournaments. But other than that, I don't think you're gonna catch. You're not gonna see a big bump in the ratings with this. I don't see that.
No, but I don't
because
think
they're still gonna have to watch the whole game of baseball, which they're not going to watch.
But you know what they would watch? They would watch a social media highlight of it every day. And I think that's where you would see your increase in awareness and interest of it being a much more spreadable, viral presentation than seeing a ghost runner score on a walk-off single.
Yeah,
after he gets bunted over to third.
You are 1,000,000% right, but
that's where I say it benefits the
baseball
casual.
is the last sport I think that I want to feed into the TikTok crowd.
With the NBA, the highlight people aren't watching full games, but like homeboy when Johnny Furphy posterized Essengay in Summer League the other day, that was the worst poster I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That is going to get way more attention than a random regular season game in the second month in November.
But you get plays. That's the whole thing about baseball is you'll watch a routine play 100 times before you get one of these spectacular plays, which we're gonna have later. That LG queued up the clip that we did.
I don't know. I wish
hopefully did.
I wish y'all could hear the pre-show of Cap saying, "Hey, you got that clip?" And LG you got to stop telling me 15 minutes before we go live.
I put it on the text.
Yeah, but it's not the preferred.
Sorry, LG. I work on it.
It's not the preferred platform.
I love you.
LG has strict rules.
I love you
to pass his production standards. I don't know. I think baseball's last night was great for baseball, even though the ratings were actually lower than they were last year, which kind of surprised me, just slightly, not like a huge dip. But I think they definitely got more people talking about baseball the day after this year than they did last year.
Absolutely, because it's a talkable moment, but you're gonna lose that luster. If it ends in a tie again, in 5, 6, 7 years, and then we get to see it again. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know.
Maybe
that was pretty intoxicating. Watching last night.
Maybe they're gonna add it at the end of the game just to sit there and be like, okay, it's 3-1 AL NL. Now we're gonna have the home run off.
No, I don't think
and you can catch up.
I think the fact that they announced it, or the fact that they introduced it in 2022 and we didn't get it until 3 years later, and we might get it for 3 years in a row. Dude, but I think baseball's happy with how this played out. I don't think they're gonna.
It could never happen again. That's just
very
baseball.
much so.
Yeah, very much so. It can never happen. How many ties have we had in an All-Star game?
God, I always just default back to that night Bud Selig was completely baffled in Milwaukee as he was trying to figure, what do you mean you don't have any more pitchers? We've still got baseball to play.
Yeah.
It's like, Bud, exactly. No, that's poor planning. Baseball seems to be
I think they're
in better hands.
I think they're going to maybe institute this at the end of an All-Star games from here on. They're gonna.
Oh, the swing off isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's at least.
But I think they're gonna make it
game.
Mandatory almost at the end.
Nah,
I don't know. We'll see.
They won't adjust that. Speaking of the day after, though, as we find ourselves at 9:00 here, the day after the MLB All-Star Game, I've cried wolf multiple times this summer about how bad, this is the worst sports week ever, or this is the worst, like all we've got is, soccer saved us for a month and a half, but now it's really, I think, what was the note I had from Monday night's show? The non-sports lull has officially hit depressing levels. That was my note. Buddy, can I Can I interest you in MLS, WNBA, or NBA Summer League? Because that's all we had tonight.
Well, Caitlin Clark's out again with a groin injury.
Oh, so mark WNBA off the list.
Let's go ahead and mark that off the list. Angel Reese, you ain't carrying that league. Sorry.
MLS, unless you have the Apple package.
I don't want to piss off Shaq by talking crap about Angel Reese.
Well, I think Shaq had a bigger point there of what Bob Griffin was tweeting out. I think that was more.
I didn't see Bob. I didn't see RG3's.
You might want to do some show research and catch up on that.
He was calling her.
You might want to catch up on that. Again, things I have to cut from the podcast.
Yes.
No, we did have. I mean, you mentioned it. Spurs are undefeated in Summer League. Yeah. Monday night, as we were doing the show, Riley Minix hits the game winner in overtime to keep the Spurs undefeated.
Very nice.
But they're not in action tonight. They play the undefeated, who is it? Hornets tomorrow night.
The Hornets.
The battle of 3-0 teams at Summer League.
So we got someone home, but then we got.
But also Dylan Harper is being shut down. So your number 2 pick, you can watch Carter Bryant play amazing Summer League defense. But
have you heard they're starting the negative comments on Carter because of his poor shooting and whatnot? They're like saying his defensive skills are overshadowing the fact that he's not that good at shooting. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to work on that, you know, but it also is Summer League.
Yeah. What do you think? Like
there hasn't been an official training camp, you know.
I would suggest people go back and watch young Andre Iguodala in Philadelphia and look at the development of his shooting ability while playing amazing defense as a youngster.
Yeah,
I think that's the best.
It's not like when he got to the Warriors and actually and had his shot.
Knocking down corner threes, you know, set and shoot. Now, I mean, we're not – I've seen a lot of content about Summer League, specifically Spurs. You know, there's, you know, multiple –
But we got baseball on Friday.
See,
so
and that's where –
ramps it back up.
That's where –
And now we're getting into – you know, we got to get our crap together. You know what I'm saying? If your team has been going on a lull, Yankees, we got to round it back up. We got to cowboy up, as those Bo Sox used to say.
Yeah, I bet that hurts you to say it. No, we've hit. If you were excited about Summer League, we've now hit the point of Summer League where it's not exciting. We're seeing all the top picks being shut down. I know there's been a lot of the David Jones Garcia hype, who he's probably going to get a two-way spot with the Spurs. He's looked great in Summer League, but again, it's Summer League. He's a career G League player. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time getting excited about a guy that's going to play majority of his time in Austin next year, potentially.
It might be the 12th guy off the bench that gets no minutes.
And every now and then you do see the one guy that breaks through and ends up having a decade-long NBA career.
Yeah.
But I'll wait and watch that NBA career before I get too hyped about
when the NBA season starts.
Yeah. Dylan Harper shut down the rest of Summer League. No injury, no concern. Just we've seen enough.
Yeah.
Let's not get injured as we go forward. Let's talk some football, shall we?
Ooh, one of the hardest divisions in football.
Before we get to the AFC West, I want to run these. I'm just going to do the quarterbacks because they've done all the positions except.
Oh, did you watch
cornerback?
Did you watch?
I haven't yet.
Okay,
I haven't yet.
Watched it? Okay. I'm one episode out, and it's right where Kirk Cousins is about to get shut down,
about to get benched.
Yeah.
I've seen some clips and heard some of the footage of him post benching, knowing that he's mic'd up and he just sounds like
second to last episode. I didn't see Jared Goff's wife, so that was poor on their part.
That's poor production. They need LG involved in the backroom production.
Come on now.
They've done every position, and I mean, do you really want to argue about who the top 10 tight ends are in the NFL?
I mean,
no.
Top 5.
The running backs and receivers were pretty interesting. Edge rushers were really, really interesting. But obviously, the talking position is quarterback.
You want me to see if I can guess the top 5 on each one?
So I'll give you. We'll start with quarterback.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you, these were the also receiving votes. So they release a top 10. So the way it works, they send a survey out to league executives, coaches, and scouts.
Okay.
And they say, rank the top 10 at each position, in your opinion. So
they don't even go to 32. I mean, like,
no, because you're only getting, it's because they want you, they don't, who cares about who the 28th versus 29th quarterback
Wilson
is in the league? Exactly. The whole Giants quarterback room, Jameis, Russell, and Jackson Dart, who I saw knock a dude off a jet ski with a football, which means he's going to be an all-pro and a future Hall of Famer.
Of course.
Now, the also receiving votes, so there were top 10, and then there were 2 honorable mentions, which meant they were 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
And then these were the only other quarterbacks that received votes. Start from the bottom and go up. So Bo Nix.
You got number 10?
No. This is also receiving votes after the.
Oh, okay.
So this would technically be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 18.
So somebody said Bo Nix was a top 10.
Someone had him in their top 10. And the total amount of points he got from all of the surveys pegged him, so to speak, at 18th.
Okay.
So 18th, Bo Nix. 17th, Tua.
Yeah.
16th, Aaron Rodgers. Sure. I mean,
He had a horrible
we'll
last
see.
year.
Yeah. He showed signs at the end a little bit. 15th, Dak.
Yeah.
First time Dak out of the top 10 in his whole career, actually, according to this survey.
Yeah.
Which, again, is coming not from ESPN, from executives, coaches, and scouts.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Right ahead of Dak,
Yeah, you're going to tell me Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, which seems fair. I mean, that's
It does not seem fair.
Dak. Brock is not.
I mean, where he's coming off a bad season, but we were all injured.
First of all, Brock's not even better than Dak, but we'll argue that when we get to our division.
You are fighting words,
I mean,
bro.
the numbers are what the numbers are. And then Kyler
I'm going to
Murray.
bring you some numbers. I'm going to bring you some numbers.
Kyler Murray would have been 13th here. So then
That's
you're
ridiculous. That
I agree.
Kyler.
Yeah. It's just a raw, natural ability. Kyler has more arm strength than Brock, Dak, Tua, any of the others.
That little dwarf. All he does is just.
All he does is play Call of Duty, apparently.
Yeah.
Your honorable mentions, Jordan Love at 12 and C.J. Stroud at 11.
Ooh.
CJ's sophomore year, I think, soured a lot of people across the
Sophomore
league.
slump.
And it was not that the numbers were down, specifically the interceptions from 5 to 12, like we talked about on Monday night. That's a huge
Interceptions will get you.
that'll get you knocked down by coaches and league executives.
And that's where I will say Brock Purdy, he did have more interceptions. But if you look back at those interceptions, 70% of them were tips. But you got to sit there and throw them up. You know.
The numbers are still the numbers, but there's always a narrative within the numbers. And then 10th, off the back of his revival season last year.
Sammy?
No, close. We also talked about him when we were talking about the Jaguars. Baker throwing for, 40 over 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns last year?
Oh, Baker was
so they have
fantasy
Baker
gold.
10th.
Now, have you seen the Baker thing where he dresses up like a fan?
Have you seen the Baker thing where he tries to run away from the cops and gets speared into the flower bed back when he was at OU, I think?
Oh, boy.
Baker's got a lot. Or about the time he DM'd the girl on Instagram and met her at behind the Cheesecake Factory, and when she got in the car, he asked her, just unzipped, said, "We gonna do this or what?"
Oh,
Baker's got some great stories. In
Keith Hernandez did?
Austin's own Baker. But here's the deal: would you take Baker, as good as his year was last year? Would you take Baker over C.J. Stroud as the better quarterback? Would you take Baker over your boy Brock as the better quarterback?
No.
I thought that was a bit of
Baker has a bigger arm than Brock, but this year, if you've seen Brock, he put on about 20 pounds of muscle.
I thought the Baker rating was a bit prisoner of the moment, a bit
last year.
Yeah, recency bias. 9th, and I will say, so now that we're into
and he's the most critiqued, critical quarterback, like on every talk show. Either you love him or you hate him.
Right.
Nobody is like, he's good, he should be in the top 10, but like, no, he's under the top 10 or he's number 5.
God, another quarterback that Cleveland ran out of town too.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. So now that we're in the top 10, we have some of the voting records of how he came to be in 10. So last year he was unranked, which made sense.
Yeah.
His lowest ranking that anyone gave him in this survey was unranked because the rankings were only asking for top 10. But someone had Baker as the 5th best quarterback in the league. Someone put Baker number 5. He put up numbers.
He had 40 touchdowns.
Yeah, and 4,500 passing yards.
Yeah, and Godwin wasn't there all year.
I just can't. There's just no world where Baker is the 5th best quarterback in the league. That's insane. That has to be a Tampa Bay scout.
That's an OU homer.
Or Tampa Bay, an OU guy. So number 9, pretty surprisingly low, Jalen Hurts.
He's the tush push running quarterback that throws it up to airs it out to Donovan Smith, not Donovan,
AJ Smith.
No, that's AJ Brown.
Or God, we're all over the map.
I'm talking about the Alabama.
The former Heisman winner from Alabama.
Devin Smith?
No, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. There we go. Devontae Smith either airs it out of him or he throws it across the middle to his tight end, Goddard, or AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, he's running with Saquon Barkley. So he's not. I don't believe he's up there.
I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's closer to 5 than 10.
So they have him at 10.
They have him at 9. And his last year's ranking, he was an honorable mention, so just outside of the top 10.
I'm not going to argue that.
Lowest ranking on this, unranked. So again, someone had him out of the top 10. No. But his highest ranking was only 6th. So his highest ranking was actually lower than Baker's, according to one guy.
I'm not going to argue that.
No, I mean, when you actually look at the 8 names ahead of him, we're splitting hairs. But I think just the team accomplishments have to mean a little something.
But
which is why Brock Purdy is even getting any
Barkley,
votes.
The offensive player of the year.
That helps.
Man. Yeah, that helps.
Having weapons. Or like when you have Christian McCaffrey as your running back, that helps.
When Brock Purdy almost was an honorable mention for MVP, he was like number 4th in MVP votings.
Call me back when he finishes second.
That was Christian McCaffrey's offensive player of the year. So
it
happens.
It helps. It helps to have weapons. Number 8, Jared Goff. Again, you win 15 games last year. You're a former 1-1 overall pick.
And you're doing a year. This is the second
year
in a row.
There's consistency now. Last year, he was ranked 9th. This year, 8th. Mm-hmm. Highest ranking, though, was only 5. So so far, so good. It feels pretty much in line.
Rank him number 1 on wife.
Oh, I mean,
I'm in love.
As you apparently.
I'm in love, dude.
Number 7, Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Slid down a ranking. Last year was 6th. This year was 7th.
He had a bounce back, but he's got all the ability, dude.
Yeah, there's no question. And also, look at who his number 2 receiver was. I mean,
what was it? Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson. He's got some issues. And we're going to talk about that.
Hopefully,
with the AFC
he was
West.
supposed to be a number 1 receiver.
There's still time, but they've brought in some other options.
Ticking.
His lowest, someone had him unranked. Someone had Justin Herbert outside of their top 10.
Because the year before he was horrible. But like when he got McConkey last year.
Yeah, him and Ladd that's nasty.
That's a Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford.
Big time. Someone, though, had Herbert number 3 in their rankings. So
I don't doubt it.
Again, if we're just talking
6'5", arm cannon.
Prototypical quarterback build. The man who keeps hanging around, 37-year-old Matt Stafford. Last year's ranking number 5, this year number 6.
Got Puka in the 6th round.
Yeah, they find the weapons. They got Cooper Kupp out of Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, they find the guys. Stafford, someone had him unranked, but someone
had him unranked.
Yeah, someone had him outside of the top 10. That's
just because he can't scramble.
I mean. He can't do the tush push, so
he's a statue out. Back there, boy.
Someone also, though, had him number 4. So he got a fair share of.
Yeah.
This one is, I think we might be going way too fast on this one. 24-year-old, last year wasn't eligible because he was a rookie, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels at number 5. Jaden Daniels, a better quarterback than Stafford, a better quarterback than Herbert.
Are we just ranking from last year's performance? Is that
For
what
the
this
most,
is?
I mean, for the
We're
most
not
part,
talking
yeah.
career. We're not talking career.
No, because Aaron Rodgers would be number 2 behind.
Okay,
Fat
so we're
Pat. This is
but
just as
last year's
as we sit here
performance.
right now. These are the rankings as these
You're
guys
talking.
believe them.
You're talking. He had only Scary Terry, and who else to throw to? Not really anybody. But he still put up, over 4,000 yards?
He had the 4th highest QBR across the whole league.
He was amazing. He was fantasy gold.
Doing it in Washington, turning them around.
This is why I always take a rookie. In like my late rounds. You know, you'll get some of this gold. Whenever we get this super chat and you want to pay some money, I'll give you some gold.
You talk about Stafford not being able to run. Daniels was second in the NFL in yards, in rushing yards. Behind Lamar. So, I mean, the dual threat there helps him. Yeah. I just pushing him all the way to number 5 feels.
This has to be just from last year.
And it is, but again.
But he also got weapons this year.
Yeah.
He got Debo. They drafted some offense for him. Well, I mean, we'll get to that whenever we get to NFC East. But Jayden Daniels is going to be a problem.
Oh, he's set up nicely, but again,
that's if he stays healthy.
I don't think he's the 5th best quarterback because if we're talking just about last year, Baker's numbers were better.
Yeah, but he didn't have the running.
No.
I think with the dual threat, it edged out.
Also, that dual threat's going to end up taking a year or 2 away from Jaden's career.
Exactly.
Just ask Bob Griffin III.
Just ask Baker whenever he was running for his life in Cleveland.
The lowest ranking anyone had Jaden was 10th. The highest ranking was 5, which also tells me majority of these guys put him 5.
Yeah.
Because
I think after last year he deserved 5, but do I think he can withhold that for year after year after year after year?
We'll see. Because, again, Herbert was at that level hype after year 1 and 2. Number 4, Lamar will burn through the rest of these fast because we're at the names you expect. Lamar Jackson 4, Joe Burrow 3. I probably would have Lamar over Burrow.
You have Lamar over Burrow?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because Lamar has actually won an MVP. I've actually seen, again, the dual threat options. If I wanted one of those guys to win one game, give me Joe Burrow every single time.
Exactly.
But I think Lamar is the.
That's why I would give him a number 2. Like, it's like, who do I want at the end? And I was like, I want Burrow.
Would you have Burrow over Josh Allen, who comes in at number 2 on this list?
I'd have Burrow over Josh Allen.
I kind of think. See, that's why I kind of think I would go Fat Pat 1, Lamar 2, Burrow 3, Josh Allen 4.
So it would be. It's an unpopular opinion, man, just because.
Unless we're including the playoffs, and then Lamar is 30th.
Because they both make miraculous plays whenever they're sitting. If old Fat Pat, if old Kermit the Frog himself was on another team.
Hey, guys.
And didn't have Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift bumping him up and getting all those calls. I think Burrow's the all-around better quarterback. I think he's just got the skill. He's got better skill, but we're pulling hairs right there.
Yeah, there's no way Burrow's better than Mahomes, but I hear what you're saying. No, I'm kidding. It will. Okay, interesting enough though. Mahomes number 1. Last year was number 1. His highest ranking this year, obviously number 1. Lowest ranking though, for the first time in 3 years, Mahomes' lowest ranking was outside the top 3. It was 4. So someone in their quarterback rankings
had horrible
it was awful,
year last
as we're about to talk about.
And this is what I don't get. If we're going over just last year,
but
he should be 7.
But that's the thing. It's not, again, it's quarterback rankings as you view them value-wise. So, right now, if we're doing career accomplishments, Aaron Rodgers should be number 2, and Pat Mahomes should still be number 1.
But they're doing... If we're doing
but do you think last year is what Pat Mahomes is now? Or do you think that was just a year where his number 1 wide receiver left the scene of a hit and run in North Dallas and then blew his knee out and was out the whole season, where Travis Kelce looks all of a sudden like he's a 50-year-old man with a walker going across the middle on route?
And now we're seeing Patrick Mahomes being average-ish.
Again,
above average.
You're talking about the quarterback that lost in the Super Bowl, though.
But I'm also talking about the quarterback that got helped by the refs.
As we've talked about before, They were the 4th most penalized team in the league, or 6th most penalized team in the
but
league
in the
last
playoffs, as you told me,
year. Yeah, the playoffs is different.
got help to the Super Bowl. Got help to the Super Bowl.
We just saw it with Oklahoma City, where all of a sudden they're not calling any holding or grabbing. So is it the players' fault that
no, I didn't say it was anybody's fault. I'm stating facts.
No, Pat Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the NFL. There's no question. And that is why the Chiefs are still the betting favorites to win the AFC West as we shift into our final division preview for the AFC.
Yeah.
How many years have the Chiefs won that division in a row now? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think that goes all the way back to Alex Smith. I want to say 9.
Dead on. 9 years. God, I'm so ready to talk football with you this fall. 9 years. Chiefs looking to make it a full decade of dominance of the AFC West.
Yeah.
And on the heels of talking about the quarterback ratings, the story of the AFC West for casual fans is the quarterbacks. It's Pat Mahomes. It's Herbert. It's Bo Nix. It's now Geno Smith in Vegas. Yeah. The quarterbacks are the casuals narrative.
Yeah.
But as you have said multiple times as we've talked AFC, the real story are these defenses.
Yes. And I think, though I've already said it last Monday, Denver's going to be the best defense in the league. They always have a stellar defense, and they just added more heat.
If Dre Greenlaw can get healthy, I think I completely agree with you.
Stays, and then you also got they also took our safety Tua Tagovailoa, whatever.
I don't think it was Tua.
Not Tua. Oh man, why am I?
Which
only reason why I'm forgetting his name because he talked a little trash about our quarterback.
I don't know how to say his name, but I read it earlier.
Yeah.
Save your Broncos thoughts because we're going to start with the favorites as we have been.
Oh.
First of all, the Raiders.
Hugh Funga.
There you go. Yeah, but it's like Talamala or something like his first name.
Yeah, Talanoa.
There you go.
Yep.
A lot of vowels.
Talanoa.
The Raiders were the only defensive unit that didn't finish top 5 in points allowed last year from this division. And their best player on the roster is a defensive,
Max Crosby.
Yeah. Which is ironic, but
so we're starting with the Raiders?
No. We're starting with the Chiefs, but looking back at the fact that defenses are the real story.
The Kansas City Swifties.
Well, and that's where again, quarterback is the casual story, defense is the real story. The Chiefs were 12-0 last year in one-score games. The Chiefs Spagnuolo was the MVP of the Chiefs last year, keeping them in games. So all Pat had to do was one drive at the end.
The Zebras were the real. All right. I'll stop.
The data just doesn't support it. Like if you want to feed a stupid narrative, continue to. But it just doesn't show up in the numbers.
Spags
is insanely.
He's a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator in my mind. Like he does do a hell of a job. Chris Jones is one of the best nose tackle defensive tackles in the NFL. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
And he keeps threatening to hold out or leave and then signing a 2-year deal.
You got Kermit over. We need you. You got to come back.
That's such a fun voice to do. Yeah. The last time we saw the Chiefs, they were losing 40-22 in the Super Bowl. But more importantly, if you remember how that game played out, the Eagles got 6 sacks on Fat Pat while calling 0 blitzes.
Oh yeah.
So
they're tackles. It's and that's the whole thing, man. Pat lost to whatchamacallit, the Eagles. Was it the Eagles again or no? Who did they lose to?
It was the Eagles last year.
No, they lost to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah,
because they got to him, and their defense was just faster and stronger. But the Bucks called blitzes, but the Eagles just got there and they just they had C.J. Gardner.
Yeah, they were using the entire Georgia defensive line that they've drafted over the last few years to get to it. Yeah, they did. Chiefs locked up Trey Smith, guard, a huge deal. Also brought in
they
Jalen
brought in like
Moore.
5 years.
Invested in the offensive line because clearly, I can't remember the kid's name. The kid they drafted in the second round last year to play tackle, he was awful. He was like the second worst rated tackle according to PFF. A very Tyler Guyton situation with the Cowboys.
It's hard
where
on a second rounder, man.
you expect, I mean, asking a second round tackle, it's a second round guard where he's got protection on both sides.
Yeah.
That is. You can envision that working out. Putting a second round tackle on an island and putting him in charge of protecting Mahomes, that's a bit of a risky.
Man, they're pinning their ears back on there. I will.
Vegas has the Chiefs at 11.5 expected over under.
I'd tell you, dude, they're always going to get 11. I'd give them. Yeah, I would. I think they're going to get more. They're going to get challenged more. Guess what their first game is going to be?
I saw it earlier. Refresh me.
Yeah, I think it's Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, that's right.
Then they're playing the Chargers, a divisional game.
That's so
wow.
That's
man.
so unstable.
And then it's the Friday night game, and like it looks like it says it's on YouTube.
Yeah, they have the.
So
I think they got
is it exclusively on YouTube? We gotta pull up a YouTube, even though we love you, YouTube.
Obviously, we love you. Yeah, I forgot that's
the first game of the season, man.
That's awful. The fact that it's not awful that it's the first game of the season. It's awful that it's a division game.
The division, yeah, and
being played on a soccer pitch in Brazil.
Yeah,
I think they're playing. I saw the Corinthians Stadium down there,
and like the fans don't get to see that the first game of the year. I mean, the Kansas City fans, or LA fan bases, but
LA fans are barely Rams fans, much less Chargers fans.
That's Levi's South for whenever they play the San Francisco Niners. We go there 70-30 fan base on them, but that's a big game, man, and to get them,
it very well could decide the division.
Yeah,
I mean, and not on night one, but at the end of the season when you look back, because I'll tell you this. You talk about the Chiefs might not be running away with this division.
Yeah.
Vegas clearly agrees. Chiefs, 11.5 expected wins. Broncos and Chargers both at 9.5 over under. One of those teams will win 10 games, maybe even both of them.
And Jim Harbaugh, like as much as we love his little dad pants and stuff like that, he can get the most out of quarterbacks, man. Look at Kaepernick, look at Alex Smith. I mean, he gets the defense going, and he's a run first. So hopefully that kid they drafted who just got arrested, not a good start for him. But if they can
get a few of those recent draft picks getting arrested lately.
If they can get that going, and I will tell you, I went to what was it, 3 or 4 years ago. I went to SoFi when it first came out, and it was against the Chiefs and Chargers, and it was an overtime game. And it was like 40 points, and it was just a shootout. And I feel like Herbert steps up on these type of games, where it's like, if you're going to throw the ball, I'm going to throw the ball. So I can see it being a shootout. I don't know how good that pitch is going to stand up to, heavier players. Like soccer players aren't they're not the heaviest players, but when you got 400-pound people,
it's a different kind of
400-pound people going in the trenches, trying to get 3 yards. I'm wondering how much that pitch is going to hold up, after that. But we will see, man.
Yeah, specifically thinking about the Chiefs at the 11.5 number, I think there's a scenario where the Chiefs win 11 and the Broncos and Chargers both win 10, and all three of those teams, are playoff teams.
I see them all going to the playoffs, especially since with the expanded 7-team playoff. And they do, they get a good one and they get a bad one. They do have to go against the NFC East.
Okay, yeah.
But then they also get to go against the AFC South.
Yeah, that's a big yay boo situation there. You're going up against probably the only other division, not only other, but another division where you can strongly say there are 2 playoff teams in it.
It's just like this. It's just like this. Like the only team, the Giants are the redheaded stepchild in there, and then the black sheep is the Raiders. This one.
The only difference with the Giants versus the Raiders at least have a coach who has won 7 games in every single season he's ever been a head coach, except his first season.
And he's got talent in a veteran quarterback now.
Yeah, Geno's. So this whole division.
But and besides running back, and we're going to get to the Giants, but they got talent, man.
The Giants are terrible. The Giants are absolutely.
Their receiver.
Jameis will be starting at quarterback by week 10.
And I will love it.
It'll be great. It'll be
I will love it.
Dude, Jameis had a 40-40 or a 30-30 season. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Yeah,
he's the best.
What's the LSU kid they drafted last year?
Malik Neighbors.
I went heavy on him in fantasy. I drafted him in almost all my fantasy leagues.
Well, you probably did well then.
Yes, because he's killer. Like, draft LSU receivers.
Yeah, that seems to. Well, so the top 2 receivers on the receivers survey. It was the 2 LSU guys, the 2 former teammates, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. No, this division, now that Pete Carroll is the head coach of the Raiders, it is the winningest division of coaches in all of NFL history. So you're talking Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh,
oh my God,
and Sean Payton.
Get out of here.
That is the most combined wins ever.
You're talking about these guys who just spend 20 hours a day. They sleep 4 hours a day, 20 hours a day prepping, scheming, knowing each other's moves.
Between the 4 of them?
Yeah, they know each other's moves for 20 years.
668 career wins for that division between all of the head coaches.
Yeah, this division is scary, and I'm glad they're not playing the NFC West.
I was about to say, I'm going to get to watch a lot of these teams close up because of the NFC East. Yeah. But I've been saying a couple of times I thought the NFC North was going to be the best division.
Yeah.
Between Lions, Packers, Vikings, and then Bears should be better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this isn't the best division in football.
I will, if the Raiders cannot Raider, if they don't.
That's a hard ask.
If they don't,
it's a very hard ask.
The Raiders don't Raider themselves. This could be each of them over 500, and easily 3 of them with double-digit wins.
So mention Chiefs 11.5, Broncos, Chargers both 9.5. Vegas has the Raiders at 6.5 expected over/under.
I'm over.
I think I'm at 7 too. I think it goes.
I think I'm at 8 with them.
Really?
I think Genty is going to be a breakout.
All right. Well, then let's get through.
Okay.
Because I got the Raiders last. Because I'm interested to see what Pete Carroll can do. But Chiefs, I think between the both of us, we know
what they got.
But also still expect them to win this division. But it's going to be closer.
They
closer than years past.
They stood with Rashee Rice coming back, man. He's going to get 15 targets a game. Travis Kelce, even though he's on a downslide, he's still Mr. Reliable. Maybe Xavier Worthy becomes the Tyreek Hill that everybody thought he was going to be. I didn't drafted him.
I think there's still hope. I think there's still time for that.
Hollywood Brown, that guy.
Yeah, he re-signed on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, they're going to see what it is. But, their line, they got Trey Smith, but, their tackles are spec. And then on defense, Chris Jones anchors that whole thing, and then Nick Bolton in the linebacker, and
who they also re-signed. Yeah,
and their secondary is not the best, but it's not the worst.
Well, they also let the safety walk out the door because they have the kid that they love, the stud coming in to replace him. What was his name?
We got Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks.
It was Hicks is the one. They let Justin Reed go because they believe in Hicks so much. I keep going back to it. Dane Brugler, one of the people I trust most when it comes to grading NFL draft prospects. he loved the kid, and it fell to the Chiefs last year.
Niners let Hugh Funga go because Mustafa we got in the 6th round, so we don't have to pay him any money, and he plays almost as hard as him, man. Like I could see him being a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs still have the most top to bottom talent in this division, but it's getting a lot closer. We specifically mentioned the Chargers. Herbert obviously is the key to any success they're going to have this year.
Yeah.
I mentioned some of the weapons they brought in. Have actually seemingly tried to give him some more options with bringing Mike Williams back on a 1-year deal, and then the drafting 2 receivers as well.
Yeah.
And like you said, the expected number 2 guy, Quentin Johnston, if he can give them anything.
Oh yeah, we're going on Chargers right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if Herbert with McConkey, they're going to be tied up, man, and like they're going to be tight, just like Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford, and that's going to be a PPR machine. He's going to get 9, 12 catches a game, and they might be 5 yards, but he can always break that 5-yard to a 30-yarder. So he's always a threat. And then Quentin Johnson, this is his last year to show something, because this was off his rookie
Well, and he
contract.
knows it because they just drafted a wide receiver in the 2nd round, the kid from Ole Miss, Trey Harris, and then also took another wide receiver in the 4th or 5th round. I can't remember his name. So he's got to see the writing on the wall.
Lambert Smith?
Yeah. Keandre Lambert Smith, yeah.
So, I mean, you got Will Disley at tight end. He's a solid hands, I mean, they can throw the ball, but Najee Harris with the old firework accident on his eye.
You never want to see the firework.
But it was never retina. But the other person that got injured there lost. They got JPP.
JPP losing fingers. That's always what I default to. I love fireworks, but at this point in my life, I think I'm past the point of having Roman candle wars or shooting bottle rockets out of my ass, anything like that, anything jackass related with fireworks.
I think bottle rockets out your ass.
I think we all watched the first Jackass movie, right? Where
I didn't
fire it off the balcony.
They put a toy car up their butt.
No comment.
Oh my God! Man, we're gonna have Steph on a special episode with a deep dive.
It's the most talent the Chargers have had on the roster in years.
Yeah.
But I still, if Herbert plays like if he plays like the 3rd best quarterback in the league,
he's going to.
The Chargers are going to be.
Yeah,
really solid this year.
And with that running game with Najee, if he can come back,
if he can.
But if he doesn't get suspended, Omarion Hampton, if they can get that 1-2 punch, especially with Harbaugh's running game strategy, and they feed off the play action, they can be deadly.
Yeah.
They could put up 25 easy every game, if not 30, 40 points.
And they've got the defense to win with only scoring scoring less than that. I think the more interesting team, though, than the Chargers, I think if anyone pushes the Chiefs, I think it's going to be Denver.
Oh, because of
ahead
their defense.
of LA. Exactly right. And the Bo Nix sophomore slump, he is asked to do so much less than someone like C.J. Stroud.
Because of the defense.
Asked. Because of the defense and also because of Sean Payton's system.
Yeah.
Like his throwing distance on each reception is way less than your average quarter. Like he's throwing a bunch of
Bo Nix got a cannon, dude.
He does, but you watch the Broncos play, it's not like Bo Nix is sitting in the pocket waiting for a deep route to get open. It's all quick reads, get the ball out of your hands, short passes that basically serve as handoffs to your speed guys on the outside.
Exactly.
So I think that serves him better in avoiding a sophomore slump because he's just being asked to do less overall.
Yeah. And, I mean, we already know the defense, but Bo Nix showed that he can game manage like the best of them, man.
Also,
like,
with no running game last year.
no running game.
Rushing
Javonte
attack.
Williams, you know.
And he led, okay, I have it right here in front of me. Javonte Williams, he was their leading carrier at 8 carries per game.
Yeah, because
8.
Because he got 2 yards per carry, man.
But he was still their best option. He was still the guy that they looked at everyone in the room and said, yeah, I guess we got to give it to him 8 times a game.
But you know what they did now? Is they got
drafted R.J. Harvey in the second round.
And J.K. Dobbins.
I forgot about the Dobbins signing,
which
too.
Was he was stellar for them at Chargers, which made them win more games than they should have last year because he had a resurgence. And I know Dobbins is going to, just the natural competitiveness. He's like, man, this rookie's not going to outshine me.
That's a pretty good 1-2 pairing. If R.J. Harvey is what you expect out of a second-round running back, like Dobbins probably still leads in carries at the end of the season. But that's, for a team that had a non-existent rushing attack last year,
to have something that could be
something respectable
top 10
would
or
be.
something.
I mean, even average would open that offense up even more. But
but they also added Evan Ingram. I think this tight end is stellar.
It's a great tight end for a young quarterback.
He's hands. He's big. Like he runs across the middle with like the best of them. You got Mims to open up the top. OU, even though he's from OU. But he can open up the top, and Cortland Sutton is just, a tall person that can run across the middle that is sure-handed, man. And, I like this team. They don't need to score a lot of points, but they can.
Yeah.
And and if you want to know a Denver's bar, Slackers on Thousand Oaks, oh, my God, they go crazy.
Big Broncos fans.
Yeah, they go crazy over there. And
hey, shout out to Calvin from the old Sports Grind days. Huge Broncos fan.
Oh yeah, man.
I remember every year about this time
they probably got a couple bars, man.
We would have the Broncos
deep.
beat writer on about this time to talk Broncos for 30 minutes in San Antonio. I loved it. He loved them so much. Damn the audience. I'm shoving half an hour of Broncos talk down your throat.
Man, they roll deep, man. I also went to a San Diego game the last time in their old stadium, which was there's a reason why they moved out of that stadium. But they played the Broncos, and that was just like Levi's South. It was 70-30 Broncos Chargers fans, man. They rolled deep.
If I could wave my sports magic wand and change one thing about the Broncos, always make the John Elway era jerseys your default jersey.
Oh, that orange?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the Bronco coming out of the
D.
the D logo on the helmet.
Yeah.
That's one of the best logos in NFL history ever. And especially when they wear the icy whites with that blue and orange accent.
Yeah.
Just go full time back to that logo.
Those are dope jerseys. Man.
So I think Broncos clear that 9.5. Vegas win total. And then lastly, the Pete Carroll-led Las Vegas Raiders. Still weird to call them the Vegas Raiders.
No, man. Poor Al Davis didn't get to see it. He wanted it. He's got his the forever lit torch.
Oh, yeah, the forever flame there.
Forever flame. But, man, they're scary, man. I don't know, man.
A lot of holes. A whole lot of holes on the roster.
Yeah.
A lot of nowhere near the amount of depth as any team and any of the other teams in this division.
Yeah.
They might have the best running back in this division. That might be Ashton Genty week 1 of his rookie year.
And you know who's backing him up? Raheem Mostert.
Oh, I missed that.
Only 2 years ago was the who scored the most touchdowns in the league that the Dolphins just let go, and he just totally bashed them because they didn't give him any carries. And yes, A-Chain,
which was weird too because it was Mike McDaniel.
He was like a better
former Niner.
But Mostert, when he was with the Niners, man, that guy hit 4.3 speed easy. He ran 80-yard touchdowns with ease. Until he got hurt, and that's his biggest thing. But if he if he stays healthy, man, that guy is a threat. And then you got Genty.
Yeah, it's a nice 1-2 pop.
1-2 pop for Geno, and that's what he needed because out of Seattle, that's what he had. He had Charbonnet, and then he also had Kenneth Walker the third.
Yeah.
And with that 1-2 punch, gave him enough time on a play action to get the ball to Metcalf or to Tyler Lockett, like I said.
Yep.
Always put up numbers. He's kind of like that sneaky receiver that always almost has 1,000 yards every season.
I think after seeing what Geno did in Seattle, it's not as much like I love Pete Carroll. I love the vibes. Love the vibes.
The 80-year-old on the sideline jumping
he's
around,
rolling
chewing
around
his gum.
in that inflatable ball thing that you can play. You can throw people around it. Like he's Pete Carroll. He's great, right?
Yeah.
I like Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator. I think the best position Chip Kelly can ever hold in life is offensive coordinator.
Because he's not a good head
coach. That's correct.
Unless
even in college, not so much at times.
Can never get over the hump.
The Genty draft pick.
They had to.
You had to.
Yeah.
But all of that being said, after seeing what Geno did in Seattle, that's the most faith. The reason I have as much faith as I do that the Raiders are going to win more than 6.5.
Name the second receiver on the.
Ted Lasso.
Trey
Cole
Tucker.
Palmer.
Trey Tucker. That's their second in the depth chart.
Trey Tucker sounds like a guy that you see at floors.
I don't even remember. Is he a rook? He's a rook? Let's see.
Trey Tucker. Wow, if you just Google Trey Tucker, the first one that comes up is the actor Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
He can't be their number 2.
47 receptions, 539 yards, 3 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, former third-round pick.
Yeah, that's their second. The first is Jacoby Myers, which...
Look, again, I told you, a lot of holes on the depth chart.
They just don't have the receivers.
A lot of holes, a lot of issues.
Odell Beckham come out of retirement and help the Raiders, man, without any ACLs. Oh my God!
Yeah,
but Brock Bowers.
Bowers is I was about to say
man.
that's your number 1 target ahead of any receiver on the depth chart.
I believe they're
roster.
probably going to have one of the most run attempts in the league.
Yeah, I think you can safely predict that. Which also, again,
that's Sean Payton.
And when is Geno at his best? When he's working off a play action.
Yeah.
So if you've actually got a serviceable, above average attack with Mostert and Genty, maybe Geno can make chicken salad with chicken shit.
And then what do you got
outside of Brock?
The play action is either you look at the guy cutting it over the top, feed the safeties, and guess who's open right below him? The tight end.
Yeah, Brock's going to be working a lot of those seams. But yeah, this division's going to be fun. It's going to be old school football. I mean, it's going to be defense.
I think it comes down to week 12, 13, 14, 15 to see who can top who. And let's see.
Or it could end up being week 1 in Brazil I didn't realize that game was
that's
week 1 in Brazil.
It's week 1, man.
That is awful. Final thoughts. Chiefs, 11.5 over under.
I'm going to over. I hate it.
I'm going over, but I think it's 12.
I think it's either 11 or 12.
Broncos, 9.5 over under.
Over.
Give me 10 as well. Chargers,
9.5. Over, but that's more of a 9.
I think the
9
bigger,
or 10.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger question.
If they can pull off that first game in Brazil, that's 10.
And then Raiders 6.5.
I got that, man.
Based off the strength of the division, I'm saying they win 6. I don't think the Raiders.
I'll push.
It's not a good roster.
That's a push.
It's a flashy roster at the top end with Crosby and Genty and somewhat.
But it's also that team that everybody overlooks, and all of a sudden you're just like, we just lost to the Raiders?
Yeah, they get 1 or 2 of those wins but it's also 1 or 2 of those wins out of 4 or 5.
Yeah,
the last few years.
Exactly.
So we'll see. All right, LG, let's close out with some lightning round. Oh man. The Open Championship starting here in a few hours at Royal Portrush over in Northern Ireland. As I was talking to Uncle Andy earlier, Of course, after telling him, very nonchalantly, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. I don't mind covering for you." I also asked him for some quick U.S. Open thoughts, ideas, picks, what he was leaning, and I think he's like most people. The three names he threw out there immediately were can't underestimate Scotty, even though he hasn't traditionally played well in links play. He's still the best golfer since Tiger, and I don't doubt his ability.
Iron game.
Secondly, Rory. It's his hometown. We're in his part of the world where he plays his best.
He's got the course record for this one.
And those are your two favorites. It's Scotty and Rory, according to Vegas, too. And then the other name, which is the one where I definitely didn't put any money down whatsoever, roommate. We are in no fear of losing any large quantities of money. I like Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood's listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 best odds.
You think he's gonna get his victory?
So it's not it's a DP Tour event.
Oh, so hey.
So the curse isn't there.
The curse isn't there.
Give me Tommy Fleetwood at plus 2,600 as my. I also like Rahm, and Rahm is the third best odds at plus 1,200. Those are my two. Are I think Tommy and Rahm.
I think Bryson's going to be up there too, just because he can launch the ball.
He can just mash it,
and it's not.
He
deep
transcends link play because he can just bomb it.
Yeah, it's not.
Bryson, fourth best odds. Another name that Uncle Andy threw out there as someone that is being slightly overlooked, but not a huge surprising name, Xander. Xander sitting with the fifth best odds.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a good year, but maybe in any given day in golf, man, you never know when you're gonna get hot. Hit me.
Next question.
All right, I wanted to load up. Did we load up that video, LG?
Oh, this is. I'm enjoying.
Did we load up that video?
The one that has copyright music.
Oh,
maybe if you chose the right platform to his standards, it would have gotten loaded.
Okay, let me give
it's only been 4 months.
Let me give you some insane Barry Bonds stats.
Oh, I'm in for this.
Oh man, pick any two players ever to play in league baseball. Barry Bonds has more MVP awards than both of them combined.
God.
You can pick Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle. Barry Bonds.
What's Bonds' total?
7.
God.
He's 7 MVPs.
1 or 2 with the Pirates?
I think he got like 2 or 3 with the
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 with Pirates. If you removed all 7 of Barry Bonds' MVP seasons, he would have 440 home runs and 359 stolen bases.
God.
That's take out those seasons. From 1993 to 2007, Barry Bonds had more intentional walks than 10 whole franchises.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones when it pops up.
Yeah.
Bonds, he had 2 in Pittsburgh, 90 and 92.
Nice.
But he also was back-to-back 92, 93. He won it 92 in Pittsburgh, 93 in San Fran.
Oh, man. That's
JT
great.
Snow, Jeff Kent days.
Man, I can't believe he went to San Fran with that huge left porch, and, oh, man, that's crazy. It's like I'm a left-handed power hitter. But Bonds played in 573 games from 2001 to 2004. He reached base in 94% of them.
Of those games?
Yeah, he was on base.
Say that one more time. I haven't heard that stuff.
From 2001 to 2004.
So the steroid era Bonds.
Yeah, 573 games he played. He reached 94% of the time. He reached base.
I would love to hear someone who is more well-versed in steroid use and its effects and what it can do for you. Because I don't think that's steroids.
No, that's content. That's I can see.
Yeah.
I know. But, yeah. It took all 762 of Barry Bonds. If you took all of Barry Bonds' 762 Barry Bonds home runs and turned them into outs, his on-base percentage would still be 384.
God.
So he was a contact hitter as well.
Well, he was a 40-40 guy. It was 40 doubles, 40 stolen bases in Pittsburgh.
in 2004.
Even those first few years in San Fran.
Top steroid. This is like when steroids was passed this, when the Supreme Court was, or the Senate was done with their thing. Barry Bonds homered 45 times while only striking out 41 times. That's a Tony Gwynn style.
That's what I was about to say. That's a Tony Gwynn stat line.
Yeah.
No, the magnitude of how ridiculously impressive Barry Bonds was can never be overstated because of numbers like that.
Yeah.
It just stacks up differently than any other player of our lifetime. Hit me, LG.
Holla, holla.
Huge, cannot overstate this, huge weekend of boxing with local ties coming up Saturday night. Local kid Bam Rodriguez goes for a unifying title bout against Cafu. I hope I'm saying his name right because he is such an underdog. He is a 17-2. He has 17-2 odds. Bam's is like 1 to 25.
Throw a 20 on it.
Oh, Bam's gonna absolutely destroy him. And also, the fight is taking place. We just watched a fight take place from this location last week. Bam is fighting at the Star in Frisco, up at Jerry World. It's a unifying WBC, WBO championship fight.
We're gonna have a good fight on this on the Star. We're gonna have a good time.
As much as I love Bam, I'm afraid he's such a favorite in that fight that it's going to be overshadowed by the other major fight this weekend because out of nowhere, Manny Pacquiao,
my old man Manny,
back out of retirement to face off against the 6'4" El Azteca, Mario Barrios. Mario should destroy the little man.
Old man's still fast, man. Like,
yeah, but if
if he's got his footwork down, and Manny Pacquiao had some of the best footwork in the game. I'm talking, I put him up there with all the greats, dude. Like, if
Manny is unquestionably one of your half a dozen best boxers ever.
It's more of his offensive footwork because he would sit there and jab you twice while you're sitting there counterpunching. He's sitting there stepping around you to square up on your chin. While, like, it's amazing how fast he did that back in the day.
I love old man Manny. But I think we're gonna hit. I think we're gonna hit a point about midway through this fight where everyone starts to kind of feel bad about what they're watching. I think Mario is going to put an absolute pummeling ass whipping
San Antonio's
on the legend. Yeah, both of them. It's great to see the San Antonio, represent at Barrios Pacquiao. That's at MGM in Vegas. Like, it's going to overshadow Bam's fight, but
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah, we're gonna be out. We're gonna be out Saturday night trying to catch a place to watch both of those.
Hit me, LG.
Come on now, Spurs!
Indeed,
we got a Florida man. He was drunk and missing.
Good start,
but he spent hours out in the march helping look for himself.
Oh. Man, I want some. I need to get a hold of his guy.
They're sitting there doing the gridded up thing, like gridding up, trying to find this man, and he's still hammered, and he's looking for himself. And finally, someone was like, "Is that?
I mean, is
he
that
looking for you?
Is this not the guy?"
Yeah, he's like, "Y'all looking for me?"
Wait, no, I thought we were looking for. I'm just a good Samaritan. Help me. Yeah, that. At some point in my life, I want to be as high as that guy must have been during all of that, because that's more than alcohol induced.
That's a little bit of meth.
Yeah, I think that's the old half bath salt, half meth. Hit me, LG.
We love you long time.
Couple of more before we get out of here. A little local news update. Monday night, we talked about the love triangle double homicide that I was.
You didn't know what a love triangle was. This guy thought it was like in coitus.
I misinterpreted the headline.
He's in coitus, and it's a triangle of love.
Look, pink triangle on her sleeve. The majority of the videos and evidence I see, the headlines, the tags that talk about a love triangle.
Your algorithm is a little bit darker than ours.
It's three people all doing the love. It's not tag in, tag out. It's a full three-sided triangle.
Oh, buddy.
Now, buddy, this one This one's a little darker.
And we got a little darker.
A little darker than we expected. It turns out the dude. So first of all, the guy is now offed himself in Bexar County jail.
Didn't I?
He was
gotta
found dead.
You got to put him on suicide watch.
You would think after he just killed 2 people, and also one of them being his ex-wife or ex-partner, still unsure if they were actually married or if it was common law.
Yeah.
But now we're hearing the other one was his nephew.
Oh, that.
So his
was the
his
uncle?
old woman was sneaking around his back, hooking up with his nephew. He learns about it.
Kept it in the family.
And goes and takes care of both of them in the parking lot at McCreeless at HEB.
Oh, man.
Yeah, times 2.
I will tell you this. Like, I went out to, didn't think it need to have like a security guard patting down in this club, but obviously I guess some stuff's been happening. Like
we've been shooting lately.
This guy patted me down harder than any cop has ever pat me down in magistrate jail or like pulled over. And I even told him that, and I was like, "That was the best pat down ever, man. I wouldn't have got anything by you."
Yeah, where do I leave a tip?
Yeah, I was like, you sat there, and I was like, "Man, you are really checking for everything, aren't you?" I was like, "Do I need to lift my sack and cough or what?"
You're just paying for the physical at that point. Hit me one more time. Actually, we'll stick for one more local news. Robert O'Keefe announced earlier today he's doing a benefit for all of the flooding victims. If you don't know, Robert O'Keefe, Texas country legend, but also Kerrville native, born and raised.
Very nice.
And it's a huge lineup that he's got. I mean, we're talking Robert Earl, Tyler Childers, Miranda Lambert, Jack Ingram, Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Oh,
and then these are the small names. Aaron Watson, Cody Jinks, Hayes Carl, Jason Boland, Josh, it's
going to be a good old boy time.
Yeah, it is. Tickets go on sale Friday at noon, and the show is over at Whitewater Amphitheater over in New Braunfels. 100% of the proceeds going to the Texas Hill Country flood relief. Beautiful. And I know we've talked about it a lot. Obviously, they're still recovering bodies from the catastrophic flooding.
Yep.
If you can help, 100%. Here's a great way to help. 100% of the proceeds, and you're getting to see some of the best Texas country music you could find on a single bill. Unfortunately, a tragedy is what it takes to give you a lineup like this, but all of this money goes to them. If you can't make it there is also still the communityfoundation.net that you can also donate to.
I got a fast one. Hit me, LG.
Hey, yo.
Your Texas Rangers Uvalde
got
got
you saw this.
$100K bonus, even though he got snubbed from the All-Star Game. The Rangers ponied up and gave him the $100K play All-Star bonus because he definitely should have been there over the Miz.
Yeah, well, he should have been there over Casey Mize, too. I mean, he had better numbers than Mize on 3 less innings pitched. So I got to the bottom of it. He is 6 innings short of being eligible for the ERA lead. One more start.
He's in it.
And he's leading the league.
Yeah.
Or
I knew it was going to happen soon.
Second or third in the league in ERA among starting pitchers.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it to pop
up. The
up.
dude was an all-star. He deserved the money. All right, absolutely. LG, hit me one more time. Let's close it out here.
Au contraire, bonjour.
So Monday night, we talked about how because we have officially hit the most dead part of the year of the sports calendar, I threw it out there that I think it's a great week. I'm going to try to go see F1 and Superman.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of good reviews for both of them. Seen a lot of also this is just Top Gun, but in a Formula One car. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Sign me up. I'm in. Give it to me.
Dude.
Give me 2 hours of that, and I will be. I'm a simple man when it comes to fast cars and jets.
It's a popcorn movie.
That's all I need. It's bubble gum. Just nice and surface level. It's bubble gum. I'm going to chew it for a minute, then I'm going to spit it out and not think about it. Superman. There have been some hot opinions about the new Superman movie.
People.
And one of my
fictional characters.
It's still real to me. Still real to me, damn it. One of my personal not heroes, but someone I looked up to growing up just because he was such a pioneer in this industry that we're trying to barge our way into.
I thought you were talking about Superman.
Superman? No.
I'm like, Jesus, man.
I was more of a crypto guy, more of the super dog. No, I'm talking about Mike Francesa. Mike Francesa, if you don't know, was a part of basically the original duo of sports talk. The original Mike and the Mad Dog, literally the first real stars of sports talk radio in America. They were doing it in New York City. And, at this point, when they started, you got your sports reports, sports on the 10s or sports 5 after every hour. You didn't have stations that were 100% 24 hours of sports or full programming of sports.
You don't get like an hour or two talking just sports and rundowns.
Exactly.
And stuff like
So Francesa is an absolute pioneer. At this point in life, Francesa is doing the podcast game as we find ourselves here. And so as we all, the three of us, can attest to, sometimes you've got some time to fill.
Yeah.
Mike Francesa.
You can rant about your AI overlords.
Well, you can only talk the Yankees and Mets so much. What are you going to do? Talk Jets?
No.
Get the hell out of here. Mike Francesa went on for 8.5 minutes reviewing the new Superman movie. So I thought it would be fun. LG, we'll start this. Play the first 30 minutes or first 30 seconds, 45 seconds of it. And then if we haven't stopped it before then, because it's absurd, it's an old man bitching, hey, why isn't this like the 1950s TV show I grew up with? Because it's 2025, Mike, and there have been other comic book versions of Superman that have been released.
CGI has been invented.
He's got a big problem with robots.
I got a big problem with robots.
Well, then you and Mike might be on the same page.
I'm talking
here.
about real life robots.
Start it off, LG. Let's see
what I'm
we
getting into
get
is
to.
this stunk as for someone who's a old-time TV show Superman guy trying to get entertained for a couple hours and wants to see Superman. This movie was pure torture to sit through. Torture. I mean, I'll tell you this.
Torture.
If my name was on the credits, I'd hide it. That's how bad it was.
Oh, my God.
This was 2 hours of this new Superman.
This sounds like he likes Superman as much as you like Mike.
Okay, Superman. 2 hours of him getting the crap beat out of him. Who wants to see Superman get beat up for 2 hours? He's getting beat up by everybody. Plus, you have other superheroes in the movie.
Oh, big problem with that.
I didn't go there to see some guy named Mr. Terrific. I didn't go there to see the Green.
Did Mike Francesa know? Surely he knows who the Green Lantern is. That's an old one. Mr. Terrific, I think Hot Girl's in it or something. Like, I kind of understand someone from his era. Like, I'm going to a Superman movie. I don't care about Mr. Terrific.
I don't care about the Justice League coming out later in the.
He doesn't understand. Look,
you're setting it up for a
James Gunn
franchise.
is building a whole universe here. Mike Francesa has no time for that. LG, just bump ahead a minute, and let's just see where he's at this point in the rant.
Hey. Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape. I never saw robots.
Never saw robots.
Superman's in trouble. Lex Luthor's getting the best of him. Everybody in the movie is beating the heck out of him. I thought Jimmy Olsen was going to take a shot at him. I thought Lois Lane was going to throw him out a window. I mean, he got beat up by everybody. He got
this is classic New Yorker.
Dude,
8.5 minutes of this.
Lois Lane was going to throw him out the window.
He got beat up for 2 hours. This is Superman.
All right, skip ahead, LG. So
this had nothing to do.
Superman getting beat up. He can't, because again, if the movie
he gets beat up. That's the whole thing.
That's
and
the whole point.
Overcomes it.
Well, and what would the movie be if it's like if it's One Punch Man, like the anime where Superman just walks up, okay, you're dead now. Roll credits. Fire away. We'll go another minute into the future.
What's in this movie? This movie is so bad that if you ask me to go sit through it again, I would want major cash before I could do it. Okay? It was pure torture. It was 2 hours
torture.
of pain.
Torture.
It was
It's
the
a tournament.
worst thing
Torture.
I've ever seen. And it had nothing. Not at least the movies. And listen, I know the Superman movies weren't great. They made a bundle. Okay? Superman is always going to make money. He's one of the great
Christopher Reeves movies is what he's familiar with.
It's a cash cow. He's always going to make money. You could put him anywhere. You can do Smallville. You can do Lois and Clark.
So he at least knows Smallville
awful stuff,
or Lois and Clark.
Superman
it's a TV show.
They're going to go watch it.
Clearly, he's a Superman
and this got
fan.
Pumped to the moon.
Dean
Cain.
But when I tell you this thing was bad,
this is bad.
I'm telling you, really.
Well, have you ever seen the dog with a cape?
I was thinking about inflicting pain to myself just to keep myself awake.
We're about to get flagged for self-harm talk by YouTube.
And I have seen people.
LG, give me his final 30-second, final minute of the dismount of an 8.5-minute rant about Superman.
Man, I can't. 8.5 minutes of this.
Easy, superhero or comic book hero or whatever it was. Who cares? Or any one of those wacky movies we saw through the years. The bottom line is this is terrible, and I cannot understand anybody thinking this was a good movie. In any way, it was awful. I'm not even going to debate with someone who liked this, but I admit I'm not a sci-fi guy.
Oh.
Okay. And the movies that some people will reference in terms of
Superman
comparing it to, I probably haven't seen because I don't go to the movies if it's a sci-fi movie. But this was a bad
comic book
sci-fi movie.
He's from
and
another planet.
To the Superman tradition, to the Superman legend. As someone who used to watch him on Channel 11 on Saturday morning.
As someone who used to watch him on Channel 11 Saturday. He's talking about the 1950s, an affront to his senses. I wish, this is the thing when it comes to people that are in this industry, I wish I had the ability to get worked up over something as silly as a Superman and actually sound like it's an affront to my senses. And sound like
I think I got worked up on Chat GPT-tizzle.
Yeah,
dude.
the Chat GPT-tizzle gets you.
That worked me up because I'm like, this robot has emotions towards me, but
just get used to it. I think despite Mike Francesa's feelings towards Superman, crypto, and robots.
Have you ever seen a dog with a cape? Have you ever? I saw a dog with a cape walking down the street.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Alamo Heights? Every single one of these housewives walking with a dog with a bandana or a cape. LG, get us out of here. I think I'm still gonna see the Superman movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't think Mike Francesa has pushed me far enough away.
He got me excited about it.
Yeah, talking about how bad it is. I got
half a chub from that old man speech.
Speaking of sports talk radio host, if you missed the beginning, tune in next Wednesday on the Andy Everett Show. I'll be filling in for him on Ticket 760. If you want to follow along on Twitter X, Twitter.
Hey, Twitter world.
Still Twitter world to me, OJ. At Biggest Puma, King. Instagram, biggest.puma.
Instagram, _captain 210.
LG, when's the next stream? Friday, right?
Friday around 1 o'clock.
Oh, I love your around.
We're gonna do it around.
I'll have an interview with a SAPD officer.
Yes.
Oh, try to ask him about this love triangle double. Try to get
you are obsessed with
this.
All right,
fine. Everybody, be good, be safe. We'll talk next week. NFC previews start. Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only says use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah.